Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Ones Tarot. My name's Carmen, and today we're doing a marathon of live readings. We are going to do a reading for Leo, and the energy that came out is the Angel of Balance. And I have like scales, scales in my head. Sorry, guys, I got a little excited. I feel like there's justice coming to a situation where somebody maybe was getting to a point where it was kind of hard to keep the faith. And we're going to get a little bit more, get it from the Golden Lenormand. I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. It is Friday, Junior. It's a little bit cold, but there's not snow where I am, so that's kind of cool. All right, the first card out is the Scythe. And we have a dog. This feels to me like somebody, I'm reading for somebody who has been betrayed by somebody they thought they could trust. They're having to reassess who they have in their social circle, who they trust to, keep apprised of what's actually going on in their life. There's a sense that there's a new standard or a new set of boundaries that this person is putting in place because there have been too many issues where somebody has done the unthinkable or gone a little bit too far. This person is like, I've learned some lessons and I'm adjusting accordingly, right? I like to see it. We have the sun coming out. Very happy card. This feels like financial abundance to me, but it could reach other areas of your life as well. I feel like there is an opportunity that may arise for a change in community. And that might mean you take up a different hobby, something that you've always enjoyed but never really put a lot of effort into. And it gets you into like a new friend circle or maybe even moving. But there's something about a shift into a different community that will bring about a lot of abundance, specifically financial, but also, I believe, emotional. All right, we're gonna use the gold foil tarot. What else do we have for Leo? I'm curious if you guys, I've been toying with the idea of doing like general or all signs as live readings and then sticking to the pre-recorded format I had been using for the more like astrology based or zodiac sign readings. If you have an opinion on that, leave me a comment. I don't know if many of you really care, but I know it requires like a different tab. It seems a little bit harder to find live readings than the pre-recorded. So let me know. All right, we have the King of Swords in the reverse and the Devil. This is coming across to me as somebody who is willing to lie and manipulate for a very particular outcome that they desired. They wanted to keep people in the dark or find a way to leverage words or the truth to keep people in an illusion. They made a mess. And I feel like they were a little bit out of their league with this. They were not with the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse, they were not prepared for the level of investigation that might end up happening to them. With the, it's Page, right? Yeah, Page of Swords there was some sort of searching for information that happened when somebody provided inaccurate information, someone else, and I view this as under the dog, so somebody who's actually loyal or has good character decided to look into the matter themselves, and they found out that it didn't add up, whatever this person was saying. This person who is trying to manipulate the truth did not put in enough effort and left some evidence or signature that kind of ruined their story. We have the King of Pentacles in the reverse. This feels to me like something that was done due to a desire to steal money specifically. Now, obviously, that could be an asset or a business or a car. But there's something here where somebody wanted to lay claim to something that wasn't theirs. We have the Empress clarifying the Garden. And the Magician in the reverse. So I feel like, Leo, there is a feminine energy in your sphere right now. Sorry, I think I have a cat hair in my eyebrow. And this feminine energy, again, it doesn't have to be a female, right? This is just somebody who knows how to be kind, genuine, but they also know how to generate money. The Magician in the reverse is really telling me that someone feels they don't have the resources to pull off something that someone else inspirational in their life has been able to do. But I feel like the Empress is here to kind of guide whoever it is that doesn't feel like they have all of the tools that they need. It's like, spirit guide, but in the flesh. And it could be that this Empress is going to awaken whoever this is, Leo, to understanding that a change in setting or a change in community, leaving behind toxic people, that these are the things that are making them feel like they don't have the ability to make the changes that they want to. Eight of Cups in the reverse, clarifying the King of Swords in the reverse. I feel like this is the words that this King of Swords in the reverse used to try to, vilify or frame someone else are coming back on them. Like, I view this Eight of Cups very weird. It's not normally how I see it, but it's like shit rolling downhill on the person who tried to throw it uphill. There's a sense of that makes me think of gravity. There's a sense of law here that whatever this person was trying to accomplish, they were never going to be successful because it goes against universal law. You can't do that. Queen of Cups in the reverse, manipulation. This person is either obsessed with controlling the perception that others have of them, or obsessed with controlling the perception in general that other people have. This could be somebody who likes to influence political views of people who don't really have their own, or kind of like cult leader vibe, right? It's the truth because I told you it's the truth. So whatever this investigation or needing more information is about, there was something discovered that let this individual know that when somebody said there was multiple people involved in a situation, that was not accurate. There was some fabrication around who was involved in the situation being investigated. And with the Nine of Pentacles, it feels to me like this person doing the investigation was basically tracking the money, right? Okay, so weird. You told me that this person was like involved, but they didn't seem to have any money from this, robbery that you took or did, like there's something here where the numbers didn't add up, something tangible, because we're talking about pentacles. And we could be specifically talking about a feminine energy that was trying to hide their own money. We have the Fool in the reverse for hidden energy. That's where it flips over but doesn't fall out. So I feel like someone underestimated the foolishness of something that they decided to do. And it's made it impossible for them to either physically, they can't, go anywhere, or they're not able to move to smoother waters. They don't see a way out from the mess that they've created for themselves. This Empress is a high priestess, which is the kind of energy that is the keeper of secrets, right? That thing that she's holding on her lap is the Torah, and it's meant to represent the ownership of secrets. This would be somebody who would know when to say something and when to be silent. And since it's clarifying the Empress, I would also say this is somebody who probably has a bit of a visionary element. What I mean by that is this is somebody that would be able to potentially, create art and make money on that art, or entrepreneurial, start a business and be able to come up with something that is actually really, popular or well received on the market, but no one else had really done before, right? There's something about this Empress being able to see things from a different perspective or be wise in a way that helps people see a little bit more hope in the situation or a little bit more love in the situation. She could also be a little bit of a muse with the Ace of Cups coming out here. I feel like there's some sense that people may feel like it's a little bit of a religious experience to have a deep conversation with this High Priestess. And there could be, a propensity for people to fall in love with this Empress. What's up, Christina? Oh, I'm so glad I can keep you entertained. So we definitely have a sense here that somebody is guiding another individual that feels like they do need some assistance or inspiration. All right, we're going to move to the Kipper. What else do we have for Leo? We have Child in the reverse. So to me, this is coming across as a lack of innocence. Yeah, there's something about the person who is trying to manipulate the situation and convince everyone. Is it Tarzan? How's it going? Convince everyone that their version is, exactly the same as the truth and what actually happened. There's some element of their fingerprints are on it. I look at this sewing machine, and what I think of is that um, you could have a very unique or distinctive way of sewing, right? Whether it's the style of fashion, whether you put your little signature on there, something like that. But there's some sense here that this person who was trying to pretend that they were innocent, who actually is not innocent, was so focused on what they were trying to create or make happen that they didn't see a warning. Do you see the behind her? To me, that's coming across as trying to mess with my flow. That's somebody who is not working with an understanding of the right path, right? This is somebody who's ignoring information that was important. So I feel like maybe they got a warning. Maybe somebody was like, hey, that seems like kind of a dumb idea. Or did you think about this? And this individual was a little flippant. I'm getting that for some of you, this is a masculine energy, and for some of you, this is a feminine energy. So I'm going to try to just ignore gender for that. We have sudden wealth. This person thought that by doing what they did, they would make a shitload of money, but they did not. And I feel like this is money that is going to make its way back to you because we have Angel of Balance as the underlying energy, right? There's a sense that somebody tried to take from you and it's going to be returned to you. We have Pathway in the reverse. And Gift. Gift is like sideways. I feel like someone's about to get a gift. That's why this is sideways. We have an individual that was working to do something on their own, something that they felt called to do. Maybe it was write a book, maybe it was start a business, maybe, I don't know, choreograph something amazing. There's something like an undertone of creativity here, like an idea. And I feel like somebody tried to monetize or capitalize on that without giving you your fair share. And now you're about to get a gift that will balance the scales. There's also something with, remember, we have this Magician in the reverse, as if somebody felt like they were missing something. They weren't able to actually act on something that they wanted to do. I feel like there's a chance that one of the components they felt was missing was emotional support. Sounds good. And it could be because of coming out of this situation where somebody you thought you could trust did something rather unforgivable. But we have the sun, and there's a dog looking at the sun. I feel like there's somebody that maybe you didn't expect to be really loyal that comes out of the woodwork and supports you in the last part of this, haul. And it's something put in your life, a connection, a friendship, or a relationship that is meant to give you hope or inspiration so that when this ordeal is done and when you get this gift, you know exactly what you're going to do with it. And it's going to make, it says wealthy man. So you could be a masculine energy, but more importantly, we have somebody here who is, I think, going to be seen as wealthy, but also very benevolent or generous to the community in which they live or they, work, whatever it is. There's some sense that learning from this situation really helped you to see how you could have a positive influence on the people around you or the community that you really care about. All right, we're going to continue with the Tarot Familiars. If this is resonating for you, go ahead and give me a like or a subscribe. We have Five of Wands. And Three of Pentacles. There was some argument, wow, and then Five of Pentacles left. Some argument or conflict that led to a decision to put someone out in the cold after you had decided to work with them. So there's a collaboration basically that went sour. Maybe there was jealousy or just like discord in terms of two personalities that are just too different and you can't really align because everybody wants to be, the head chef and not be the sous chef. But now somebody's left out in the cold. Now somebody has overstepped and temperance. There's balance being restored. This is exactly what this Angel of Balance was saying to me at the very beginning. We have somebody here who has had to go through a period of instability. Stability is being returned to this person. That's you, Leo. And 10 of Pentacles, there's another opportunity coming around in terms of being able to create some sort of long lasting stability here along the lines of what you were originally trying to create. But now you have a greater understanding of who you should allow around you when you're creating this stability, right? It's like you're going to take a smaller loss now, and it's not an easy lesson, but it sets you up to be very protective of what you'll build after this has passed. Wow, that was cool. Little secret for you guys. I actually do have a pre-recorded Leo video that I just didn't edit and upload because I'm an a-hole. And this is exactly what the reading was. And if you don't believe me, I already told a buddy of mine that that's what it said. Specifically because I hope it applies to his situation. But we have King of Wands. Who is that, Leo? And Queen of Swords. I feel like we've got somebody here who sees the warnings or the signs and respects them. Remember, we had the feminine energy who is ignoring the light behind her. This is a masculine energy that is paying close attention to it. Somebody who wants to leverage their intuition and discernment to make wise decisions going forward. I don't feel like this is necessarily two different energies. I feel like this is one person who's decided to have better boundaries, look at things more analytically, and protect themselves and pay attention to their intuition in matters where, their creative baby is part of the situation, right? Because I feel like this is somebody who is a creator. The King of Wands is quite often somebody who is artistic, and this is a cat who is laying on a couple of books. So you may be a writer, maybe you're just an avid reader, but I feel like there's something here about somebody being well-versed in some sort of artistic endeavor, wanting to bring something into existence. We have the Hermit. I feel compelled to say that this could be Virgo energy for somebody. There is, like, for me, we have another situation where somebody's not looking at the light. This is somebody who's looking, the cat is looking out the window and the light is next to them. So this is kind of like the occupation card where there's some sort of warning or sign or truth that this person is trying to avoid. So I feel like now somebody's having to go within and really look at themselves. We have the Ace of Pentacles and the Chariot. There is some opportunity or windfall, maybe even an inheritance that is rapidly approaching you, Leo. This is right under sudden wealth is too. Also. So we've got a situation where somebody thought that they were going to take what you had and get sudden wealth for themselves. They've been caught or exposed, and now that abundance is ready to come in to you. So we have the 10 of Wands in the reverse. There's releasing of burdens or feeling like things become easier for you. So I feel like specifically there's, if you feel like things have been like paycheck to paycheck or just not as comfortable as you would like, there's a shift here in terms of feeling like, you have a significant savings or you have the ability to handle misfortune. So we have the 5 of Swords. This is clarifying the gift in the reverse, or sorry, in the sideways position, and Hanged Man. So it feels to me like there could be some connection between this financial windfall and somebody being found guilty, because we have the Hanged Man and 5 of Swords. This is screaming to me somebody being caught because they were trying to cause mischief. Somebody who is basically sabotaging something is caught and judged. Like the crow has an open mouth. There's like a judgment being spoken. And this is somebody who has control of the pentacle. So it's like somebody who gets to decide on an asset, maybe, in a court situation, sees who deserves to have that pentacle. We have the King of Cups. This is clarifying the wealthy man. So there may be some situation. Oh, you guys, this was in the recorded reading too. So this fiasco that has helped I think like an entrepreneur have a better approach to partnerships and protecting their assets. I feel like there might be somebody that catches this person's eye, like romantically, and that it could be somebody who made them feel more capable of handling the situation. Now, this could be this high priestess, right? Because we're lining up with this Empress High Priestess energy. And it's like the wealthy man and the community both touch. So I feel like there's a community or some setting, maybe even like a job, where these people encounter each other. It's not a very happy or auspicious reason for meeting. But then as, more analytical conversations happen and more, sage advice is delivered, I feel like there's also a sense of emotion coming into play. Like, this is so long ago, but I remember watching Sex in the City, and I think her name is Charlotte falls in love with the divorce lawyer, that kind of thing. And then there's a new beginning. Ooh. I feel like this is a new opportunity, not just in business, but also in love. So for some of you, this could have been a betrayal at the hands of a lover. I can't stop using the miniature Rider-Waite, so we'll get a little more clarification with them. And then I think we'll close it out with the zodiac fortune telling. So we have the World and the reverse. This feels to me like, especially because this is on Temperance, there is no end to the balance. Like there's a permanence coming in and a stability that can't be easily shaken. So I feel like this has really just been kind of like a test or a helpful, like last minute heads up before you get into that situation where things are finally balanced and things are fine. With the Page of Swords in the reverse, I feel like this is calling out specifically legal issues. I also think that as a result of this situation, we have somebody who knows like what paperwork needs to be put in place. Do I need to have a trademark? Do I need to have a copyright? What do I need to do to make sure that I don't have another situation that, causes me a lack of celebration or has me dealing with people that I shouldn't be dealing with? We have the Tower. I just saw the Ace of Swords briefly, but it didn't fall out. I feel like there's an inclination to believe that justice is going to be served, but it hasn't yet played out for a lot of you. We have the Emperor. And the Sun. All right. So this tells me that we have some sort of major revelation on somebody manipulating the situation coming to light. And it feels to me like we're at the point now where like maybe literally we're just waiting on deliberation or the final decision. But there's a sense that Somebody may have like growing hope that justice will actually be served in this situation, when maybe at the outset they didn't think so. So we have Judgment in the reverse. Whatever investigation there was, somebody did find a person who acted against their better judgment and lied about it. This person who lied, you guys, this is so weird. We have the King of Swords in the reverse and the Devil as the first two cards that came out from the gold foil. And we have that same combo, but this time the Devil is coming out first. What does that tell you? Somebody is being seen for who they actually are, for their true motives. Whatever lies they were telling, people see them now as like manipulative, you know? They aren't able to use words to hide their ulterior motives. They're literally, this is how people are saying them. You shiesty MFer, we know what you did, stop lying. All right, I want to know about this gift though. Tell me more about this gift. We have the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. I feel like this means you are not expecting this. And then we have the Six of Cups. It's like you're not expecting things to go back to where they were. Like you don't feel like you can recoup what you've lost, but I feel like you're going to find that things go back to like basically almost like a reset. Here's another opportunity, do it right this time. So if you were fearful that you wouldn't have the investment or you wouldn't have the wherewithal to make the changes for another run at whatever this was, you do. You're literally taking the Page of Pentacles to generational wealth, Ten of Pentacles. You start fresh and you make like so much money. And then the person who caused you injustice is going to have a front row seat to you having success. And they're going to feel a little upset about it. All right, let's get some zodiac fortune telling cards for you guys, and then we will call it a day. A short sorrow. You guys, I swear to God, this card came out in the recorded reading as well. So this may have been a difficult pill to swallow, but you know, it's almost over and things are going to be much better, I think, than you expected them to be as far as the outcome. But we also have a warning here. We have be careful of a serious flirtation. So someone may try to come off as genuine and really caring for you, but I feel like they might be after your money. So once you get this gift, Spirit is asking you to really keep in place that habit of using your discernment, because you may have the potential to draw in people that are wanting to just, you know, have the easy life. You will hear of a marriage shortly. So you may meet somebody that you really want to meet at a wedding, or maybe for some of you, somebody from your past will get married and it releases you to be a little bit more open to a new love. Unexpected will happen. A short trip is coming. The marriage or wedding may be a reason for you to take a journey or go on a little bit of a trip, but it looks like this is definitely a trip you should go on. So if you get invited to something and you're kind of like, I don't know, especially if it has to do with a wedding, I strongly encourage you to go. You might meet the love of your life. Go ahead, invite me to the wedding. All right, I hope you enjoyed the reading today, Leo. Let me know if you prefer this to the pre-recorded. Maybe you guys don't care. That's an acceptable answer as well. But I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. See you later.